Welcome back to Dark Souls, Part 11, and in this part, we're going to take on a very fun mini-boss who I happen across just outside the blacksmith station. He's known as the Titanite Demon.
So we're not fighting the evil scorpion Lamia bitch?
We are fighting the evil scorpion Limea bitch.
Ah, okay.
Uh, Contemplating on exactly how to fight this electric motherfucker.
Well, for the most part, it's more or less it's much like all the other bosses in that you're supposed to read the attacks and dodge appropriately.
Yes, pattern recognition will save you in Dark Souls. Oh, now it's funny. It's only in playback I actually realized his left leg is his tail.
Yes.
Yes, he has many long reach attacks.
And it is quite clear that you need to be dodging to the side as opposed to back most of the time.
Curse you, long reach. Second attempt. Except fuck you, I'm taking my souls out of here.
So, the Titanite Demon, is it based on anything?
You receive an item known as the Titanite. It's a special kind of Titanite shard that you obtain from him after you kill him. I believe it's actually his face, because if you notice, his face is some kind of slab that has runes on it.
Don't get yourself killed, Knight.
Thank you, Blacksmith.
Well,
Blacksmith, I need more things.
No, you do not.
Reforge weapons. This
You
is
don't have
weapon
enough
upgrading.
Titanite shards.
Yes, I do, because boom. Reinforce the Balder Side Sword.
Oh.
So now it's the Balder Side Sword plus one.
Meaning it's a magical weapon, meaning it deals damage to ghosts now.
Meaning that, in theory, I should have a better chance. Because now it does a little more damage.
Isn't it like just a raw +2 on damage or something?
I think it adds like 8 units of damage each time you upgrade it. It also depends on how much it's already upgraded, I'm pretty sure.
You totally had him.
Oh, the pain of failure. That was probably my worst. That I felt worse about that than any others. I forgot to put the death counter in. That was death number 36? No, okay, that's death number 35. The death counter may be a little erroneous for going forward.
So it looks like you went to go leveled up?
No. See, what just happened was I restarted with one random humanity point. I think the game gives you humanity if you die a number of times on these black creatures. It was also by this point that I realized this Weehander is mostly ineffective against this guy.
Well, the Balder Side Sword isn't that much better.
The Balder Side Sword, as we've discussed in previous parts, it does less damage, but the trade-off is it swings fast enough so that I could finish the attack animation and then immediately switch to my shield. Blocking will save your life in this fight.
Only because of the fact that his tail acts as a secondary attack.
And also that jump attack that he does where he slams down instead of... Well, he has two jumps. His first jump is a dodge. His second jump is a lunge attack. That was his dodge jump. The lunge attack has a tendency to lock onto you, so the only way to really get away from it is to jump away. Or keep your distance. But then if you keep your distance, he starts firing electricity at you.
At least they're small electric bolts.
They're manageable. Surface area is small.
Now what's interesting is that his back seems to be somewhere totally else, as opposed to where you would think his back would be.
What you mean, like anatomically,
Yeah,
or just?
because you've been attempting to walk around to his back and strike him for critical backstab damage, but you've only landed the backstab a couple of times, and it wasn't on his actual back. It was actually like underneath his ribs.
No, you are right. Is that there's some funny. The game should have let me do critical damage because I am attacking him in the back. Maybe not the exact back. I think this is the game telling me, by not telling me, that you can't do critical damage on enemies that are this large.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you could do. You could get.
See?
If he's in the middle of attacking, he takes extra damage. But the problem is, I don't think I can even stun this guy.
Oh, no, you can't. You clearly can't stun him. But what you can do is attempt to do the jump attack to hit his head.
That also is true, but I think in order to do that, because the Baldur's Side Sword, it's a downward thrust, I would have to use the Zweihander if I wanted to hit his head.
Even the charge attack won't actually hit his head?
I don't think there is a charge attack in this game.
Yeah, there is. If you're running forward and you attack, you do that attack.
Oh, that's okay. I see what you mean. I thought when you said charge, I thought like that's a press and hold.
No.
No, there is no press and hold in this game.
Actually, I think not. I think if you press and hold the heavy attack with certain weapons, it does an actual charge attack, as in an attack that requires a moment to prepare.
Which would make perfect sense, because I mean, Bloodborne, like the charge up attack is one of the most useful attacks in the game because you can time your enemy's approach to when you unleash it. This guy, on the other hand, is maybe not the best candidate for a charge attack.
Only because his strength is 3 relatively fast attacks.
Yeah, he does a 3-hit combo. You're supposed to, depending on whether or not he goes into his 3rd attack, like right there, then you just attack him and you drop the shield and attack him. You may also notice little micro moments where I drop the shield in between his attacks. That gives me a chance to recharge my stamina.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like a brick wall when I put my sword into him.
Nah, he definitely sounds more fleshy than that.
Yeah, it sounds like if rocks were organic, which they technically are because they contain carbon.
Yes, the old inorganic versus organic debate.
Yeah. See, water actually is inorganic technically.
Well, I can most certainly buy that, but here's the thing. I am of the opinion that a corpse is actually a biotic state of being.
Well, it's got living stuff in it.
See?
It's just not you. It's just not you.
No, because until the entirety of the body has decomposed, those systems are still somewhat functioning.
Well, functioning to what extent?
Well, they. I'm trying to get to the point where the fact that a mostly dead item can still be revived.
Well, it's you want to talk about people who have been, literally brought back from the dead. There are people who have been clinically dead for a full 10 minutes and then revived and no brain damage. Just like Rasputin. We all know what happened with that guy.
Nah, Rasputin, who clinically died 4 times in one night and then ended up drowning.
No. He didn't drown. That's the punchline of the story is he was shot He was shot, stabbed, clubbed, poisoned, and dumped into a lake. But the lake was so cold that it slowed his bleeding, so he did not die. He actually crawled out of the lake alive. And that's why Christopher Lloyd, our fellow zombie actor in training, also plays Rasputin in the 1997 animated Anastasia.
I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some good songs in that.
Really, there's only one good song in it.
Come my minions, fly ever faster, let her die. I actually killed him.
Yay!
Yay! And it gave me the most fucking anticlimactic, like you killed the enemy animation. He just kind of disappears. That is the demon Titanite. It literally is his face.
Alright, so with the demon Titanite, can we forge a new breastplate?
I think I might be using it right now. No, I'm going back to the bonfire. So in the next part, we're gonna talk to our blacksmith friend and see what we can do with the demon's face.
We're gonna make a breastplate, aren't we?